Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lowell, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
I didn't mean to, murder you viciously. Now, that's way too obvious, isn't it? That's way too obvious a clue. It's never the obvious person, it's always the it's the bellhop with the silly hat! Yeah, no, I'm not seeing that either. I'm thinking don't go dying on me. Let's revive our comrades with science. If I remember, if I notice that they are in fact down, yeah. We're going to revive them with science. Skills. What skills do I want to take? This I really do not know. I'm thinking medical. Reason for this is I think I'm going to leave Ellie behind. I think I want to take Felix and I want to take Parvati, which means I'm going to keep my engineering, but I'm going to be lacking a little bit of medical. My science skill is already off the charts, but I can't help but feel medical skill would be useful. You know. And even when I take Ellie, I don't think I can get max medical skill anyway. I may be wrong. What does she give in medical skill? She gives 92. I get 46 from her, which means my medical skill is still not maxed out anyway. So, you know what? We can take a few points in medicine, and maybe I'll get all the way up and get the next rank. Yeah. The other side of me, though, is thinking... Ooh, I like the virtuoso on engineering. Inserting a new mod has 100% chance of recovering the existing mod. I don't... Thing is I use weapons that I just keep upgrading because I use science weapons. And I've got so many mods, and I do mean so many mods, that even if I get a new thing that, you know, no total waste of time. Medicine, is good. We're going with medicine. Yes, there we go. Medicine, 70. I will get it to 80. And out of curiosity, do I have... That gives me tech skills. That could make me a better medic as well. Oh, and that one. Oh, look at this. If I'm out there without Ellie, and we have to do some medical investigate... Oh, my God, I don't half look like a serial killer right there. What was that one? Yeah, totally serial killering there. Absolutely. Still, that would be an extra 20 on the medicine skill, which would be useful. Because, yeah, I'm only going to be 70 whilst out there. I don't know. The other thing, of course, is I could bring Nyoka, but I'm not bringing companions to be useful. I'm bringing them because I want them to join in the fun with the whole ether wave drama thing. And I feel like I've got more chance of that with Felix and Parvati. There is a side of me now thinking that... Oh, no. I mean, it's the sort of thing that suits his personality, being a tosser's uniform. Not saying he's a tosser. But it looks like crap. It looks ridiculous, and it's got no armour, so he'd be constantly falling over and being utterly useless. How would he look as a pirate? He's not, that's... Aviators versus Professor. Yeah, no, he looks bad with that on, unfortunately. And he's got the pirate thing, a little bit working for him. A little bit working for him. However, right. So, I need to contact the person who runs this hotel, I believe. Yes, I do. I believe that, but now I'm going to check why. Speak with Administrator Ludovico via the penthouse terminal. Call Administrator on the video terminal in the penthouse suite to gain bridge access to Rizzo's purpleberry orchards in the Eridanos atmosphere complex. That's right, because we found some mud that tasted of grass and purpleberries and absolutely nothing else. Definitely not tasting of fertilizer, yeah? So we need to contact him and get access to that.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
Yes, let's skip the small talk. No, don't skip the... I still don't know why you hired me. I'm usually causing murders, not solving them. That's not true. We just did an entire damned murder mystery sort of thing. It wasn't really a murder mystery, but it was... Shut up. I solve murders, I don't cause them. I cause science. I cause science, I solve murders. You mean Ruth Bellamy? Halcyon Helen was just a character. Thank you, Divine Flight. Yes, Halcyon Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand.
Okay.
Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Yeah. Her death is going to spoil the brand of your product, whose brand is, let's face it, very much associated with... I'm going to use the word fertilizer. I get it. You don't want to be responsible for a drink that kills people. Right. Because you suspect it's the drink too. Any publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. Just turn it into an ad. Rizzo Spectrum's brown. It's heart-stoppingly good. No. Do you know why? Because if I do suggest that, he'll probably do it. And yet I find myself wanting to say it. It is very good. I mean, if I wanted to go into the slogan department, I'd be pretty good at it, apparently. But no, because he'll do it, and then I'll get the blame for it. I will get the blame for it. I get it, you don't want to be responsible for a drink that kills people.
I do not. Spacer's Choice has that market cornered. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
Helen was Purpleberry Orchards before her death. Right, I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the Ooh, should I be cagey? I'm getting the urge to be cagey. I'm going to be cagey. Yes, I need access to the orchards. I can't tell you why. It's an inspectory thing. Chief Inspector, actually. I'd like to call me Chief Inspector from now on.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
There's not possibly, that's definitely both. I bear that in mind. You can't keep your people under control, so he locks the doors the moment. That's not suspicious at all. Yes, he locks his doors the moment an investigator arrives. That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Chief Inspector. Yes, thank you. Yes, I know they wouldn't blame me for that awful, what do we call it? Bit of branding. I don't want to be associated with it. I don't want to suggest something sarcastically and then find out it is in fact the slogan they've started using. Even if they thank me for it and send me copious quantities of money, I don't want it. Oh, Right. So. I'm going to miss Ellie. I'm going to miss Ellie. I really am. Oh, wait.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little bellhop, my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I'm sorry, you were a bellhop? Did I ask you to talk to me? Just shut up and do your job. That seems rude. I didn't even know people made... They made rooms that large. It was great. It was fine. Don't feel too strongly about it. But this is a... Liked it very much. Liked it kind of. And no, it was crap, right? No. It was very, very nice. Thank you very much. Yes, loved it. It's a bit dirty, though. If you could send someone to clean it up, that would probably... Actually, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be too surprised to find out that it was mostly clean before we got here and Nyoka just got drunk and trashed the place. So no, it was fine. It was fine. Yes.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes.
Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
That's good. Could you possibly go back to the bit where you said you were a bellhop? See, I now have this image of them taking bellhops and when they no longer have use for them, sort of extracting their brains and shoving them in an elevator casing. Like, I'm going to get in this elevator, and if I look up, I'm going to be thinking to myself, is there someone's squishy brain plugged into this elevator somewhere? Yeah. The lobby, please. I'd like to visit... Oh, no. Yes, let's visit the VIP guest floor. We don't need to go to the lobby. We've already been there. We could leave, but no. Let's go and loiter around the VIP guest floor.
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Or we could just get on with it and go and leave. Yeah. All right, okay, Ellie. No, you're staying here now, Ellie. I'm taking Parvati with me, I think. I'm already regretting this. Brain eaters. All right, I am curious now. What are my skills? Oh, hey, I tell you what, my persuade's off the charts now. Totally off the charts. Not very good at lying anymore, though. Ooh. Sneak's good. Lock. Oh, the two of them together, of course. Felix and Parvati together. I probably don't even need the safecracker's jacket for most locks. Also, we're heading out now. I can't help but feel like I should get a bit better prepared. Do you know what... I'm feeling very inspectorly, so... No. Even that's probably better than... I just don't feel like this... I feel like I'm not in character here. This is Captain Chaos. It's not Inspector Chaos, and it's definitely not Chief Inspector Chaos. Did I just smile in a somewhat unnerving manner when I put on this rubber suit? I believe I did. Let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. Oh! Right. Which way are we going? There was a map. There was a map that doesn't like me. Okay, so we are here. Right. This is the penthouse. And the front entrance. Wait a minute. Where the... I'm sorry. If the penthouse is there, isn't that where we're staying? I thought we were staying in the penthouse. Apparently we're not staying in the penthouse. There's a penthouse over there. I am very confused as to where the hell we are. Captain Dr. Chaos. Yes, absolutely. I am feeling very stuttery. What is... Right, that's heading over towards... Oh, no, I'm... Look, okay. That's the active quest. That's the active quest. Right. I thought somehow we got teleported over here or so. I got very confused. That's where we're heading. We're over here. I can't actually see myself. I'm just... Yes. Yes. Okay. And now I want to head in this direction anyway, just because. We're just having a quick look. I'm going to quick look. This looks like Starlight people. Hello! Bridge. Hotel to distillation. Okay. Hi.
Inspector, hope you catch that killer soon.
Yes! Me. Whoa! Okay! That. Oh, you're wearing very appropriate. Oh, you really are wearing very appropriate armor. And I'm doing very inappropriate things. Alright, okay, you know what? I'm sure we'll be back here later on. So let's go the other way. What is that? Is that one of those thingy whatsits? Oogis? I can't remember the name of them. You'd think it was months and months ago since I last fought them, rather than like a day or so ago. Or is that some new horror we're going to face here? Okay. So these islands are all connected by these little bridges. And they're not... no. They are, in fact, tethered with slightly stronger cables. That makes more sense. And they do have thrusters to send them through the atmosphere. Why are they floating again? They talked about floating rocks. Were the rocks floating beforehand, or did they have to put them in the air? And if so, why? But then they found them floating and attached giant bloody thrusters to them. I'm running on all the flowers. Did I squash all the flowers? I am ever so sorry. Okay, where the hell are we this time? We are definitely not looking at the right place. This is the landing pad. Have I been here? We're investigating. We're collecting clues. I knew I'd remember the word eventually. Right, yeah, we're totally in the wrong place. Flexible bridges. Ah, yes, we were here earlier. Right, got the lay of the land. Let's... Right, this is not the little island we're going to... I mean, look at this. That engine, the exhaust from that engine is... Surely that is not a good place to be stood, or have a bridge, or anything else, for that matter. It's probably science. Everything can be explained if you just say, don't worry about it, it's science. Yes. Fear not. It works because of science. It's too complicated to explain it to you. It's science.
Ugh. I was thinking about going for a swim, but I don't want to come out stinking like a dead rat.
Yeah, I'd be more worried about the fact that you would have to lie down and probably lose weight if you were to try and submerge yourself. But yeah, Dolph McAllister. Rules. No running, no brisk walking, no galloping, no prancing. Okay, everybody. Try to resist the urge to prance, run, and whatever the other one was. But let's be a bit, you know, risque and do a bit of... What was the latter one? Okay, which one did I say we weren't doing? We weren't doing prancing. I'll tell you what, let's prance. We can prance. I've no idea how one prances, but...
Oh, never mind. Pool plazas still closed.
You're not the lifeguard, are you? If so, why do you need a weapon? Okay, you know what?
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Well, why does the pool look green? You're pretty heavily armed for a pool guard. Yeah, why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
Ooh, it could be a clue! This morning, what happened? So it happened just before the Spectrum Brown lunch. Really? I do not have one perception. Wow. Yeah, I'm a great inspector, me, aren't I? Why are people so upset?
Part of the reception for the Spectrum Brown launch was supposed to be out here. Rizzo's rented out the area, said they had their own maintenance person instead of paying one of Slug's. As you can see, their maintenance person ruined the use of the pool for everyone. Would have been even worse if the unveiling hadn't been canceled. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
And that doesn't sound a little... the word apparently is off-kilter. Face down in his own spit.
Look, I call it how I see it. They found the poor slackwit alongside syringes enough to put down a herd of mantisaurs. His family will have to be fined. Rizzo should have been more careful about who they hired.
Of course they
They're
will.
lucky nothing got permanently damaged.
Apart from the worker, of course. Something about this sounds off-kilter. I'd like to take a look around.
Alright. You may want to visit the sun parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used.
Okay.
Oh, and you can talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there.
Okay.
Now, anything else I can do for you?
You... got some questions about the pool. I might have some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
Pretty... okay. You're pretty heavily armed for a pool guard, aren't you? What sort of problems were you expecting to get here?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
So you're on pool guard duty because you got found without your weapon. So at some point you were out there as a normal security person doing proper security stuff in a uniform, but you didn't have your weapon. So they punished you by putting you on pool guard duty, you know, a job where you're supposed to save lives, but you're very studiously making sure you don't forget your weapon. Okay then. They're definitely hiring best of the best here then. He learned his lesson, maybe too well. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say if you've got a guard who turns up for duty without his weapon, you might want to put that down as probably untrainable. You said that Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning.
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains. But that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once.
Yeah.
Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
Well, I definitely trust your judgment when it comes to people being level-headed. Yes, thank you.
Sounds good to me.
Yes. I'm going to be on my way. Now. Sprats. Why are there sprats around here? There's something over there. I do feel like an inspector with this giant magnifying glass out. I want to stroke my beard with one hand and stare at the floor. Right. Anything else? No. Okay, let's get up.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Feet wet.
Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Okay, you guys might want to get out of there and wash your feet before we get back in. I mean, I should have guessed it was going to be poop, shouldn't I? I mean, I really should. Should have guessed. Right. Okay. So. City in the Stars. No, wrong one. Moment. Right. The pool where horror dwelt. The Grand Colonial's pool has been shut down thanks to an odorous contamination. Given the circumstances, something doesn't smell right. Literally. Investigate the sun parlour. The ex-pool cleaner apparently used to mix chemicals in the sun parlour. Paying it a visit may yield something to help the state of the pool. Investigate the pool. If the clues are prevalent as the pool's odour, it should be easy enough to find the source of what happened. The discrepancy amplifier revealed fertiliser from the purpleberry orchards was in the pool. Ah, so we have to go to the orchards to follow this clue. I want to visit the sun parlour. Okay, where the hell am I now? I think I'm in there somewhere. So I've still got to investigate the pool, or I need to go over there. Right, let's just head around the other side. Was there anything else? Any other clues? I can't climb. I can't climb. I don't know what made me think I could climb. Something made me think I could climb. Okay, a
sudden death knockout court. It's pretty much just tossball for folks who don't want to get their hands dirty.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because I was going to say a court for a game that probably involves a ball and some amount of violence. Okay then, right, so it was this way, wasn't it? Over there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, actually. I thought maybe I could zoom with the magnifying glass. You know. Was it that? Okay, don't worry. I'm here to help. Science is on our side. Okay, you can stop.
Still got it.
Giggling it. Nah. Really? You're welcome. Okay. Good. Do I need any of this? I think the answer is absolutely no, but there are vending machines near. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I thought you with the I'm confiscating his stuff to investigate it to see if there was some connection with... Where did these things come from? Okay. This isn't where we're supposed to be. Pretty sure this is not where we're supposed to be. Vending machine. Nice. Okay, let's climb up there. When we're up there, let's also be very careful to not... Okay, you know what? I want to go through the front door just so that we can get out through the front door as well.
Great work.
Thank you. Okay. Don't need to be stealing things. Armor parts don't need that. Gyro sight. Honestly, I don't think we need that as a clue. I've got several of those. Pretty sure I don't need that either. For its, you know, clue values. Steal, dead eye. No, steal, as in take. Take without permission. I, for some reason, was reading that as a material. Okay, I think this is where he was mixing the chemicals. Yes? The sun parlour. Pool cleaner. Blue water colouring 422 plus chlorinsol plus hydrogen foma? Foma. Right. So it was supposed to be one bit. Ah, he's done the mixing wrong, hasn't he? Oh, well, okay. It seems Rizzo's has set me up with rather a straightforward task. Slug has an automatic mixer for their pool cleaner. If it's automatic, one would think it wouldn't need to be manually cycled, but I suppose I should be thankful it works at all. Instructions. Mix the chemicals by cycling each vat. Then use the console to create a compound once you have the desired combination. Not exactly building a terraformer here, but no matter how simple these things are, some people will still have problems. Good that I've been at this for so long as I have. Chemicals, red, chloridosol, muriatic acid, green. Why do I feel like I'm making meth here? I feel like I'm about to make meth. Chlorosonol is red, muriatic acid was green, brominating oxalator is yellow, blue water colouring is blue, hydrogenated defoamer orange. So I need red, blue, and orange. Yeah? Seems odd to store all the chemicals together. Putting some of these together would render that pool less habitable than some of the sulfur pits on Monarch. Perhaps that's why they decided to hire a professional. Beneath the entry is a note in a different handwriting. Any opportunistic freelancer that reads this should meet me on the hotel balcony. I have a business opportunity. What? Okay. So it's supposed to be red, blue and orange. Wait a minute. There is no orange. That's 5. Ah, no, that's all. Ah, some of them have to. Ah, I got it. Right. We needed red, blue, orange. Well, we got red. We got we got red, orange, and blue. There we go. There we go. 154. We've got what is needed for proper pool cleaner. The lab is not going to blow up. The lab may be about to blow up. Red, orange, blue. Let me just... Red. Blue. Orange. Hydrogenated defoamer. Blue water colouring. And chlorizol. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't asked me to clean the pool. I don't know why I'm making this. Because it's written down. That's why I'm making this. That is the only reason I'm making this. View VAT1 status. Chloranasol. Hydrogenated defoamer. Blue water. Mix chemicals! You need red, blue, orange, not red, orange, blue. I don't think it matters. Okay, now you're worrying me. Who was that? Nibberin! Thank you for the resub. I don't think it... You think it needs to be blue first, so it needs to be 4 on that one? I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible, you see. Because this one's got... yellow, green, and red. Yellow, green, and red. You can't. You can't. See, and this one's got 5, 4, and 1. This one's got red, orange, and blue. So, like... But I think this is the only one with orange, so orange has to be in the middle, and... Now you're worrying me. Now you're definitely worrying me. Yeah, I mean, it's red is 1. We need 1, 4, and 5. We need 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, and 5. But, in actual fact, it says 4. 4 is the first one listed, and then it was that. So it was 4, 1, 5. But I don't think we can get 4, 1, 5. I do not believe we can get 4, 1, 5 on this. So, I'm doing it. Greenhouse terminal. Existing chemical canister will be removed and chemicals in vats will be mixed into a new compound. Yeah. I tell you what. Why don't I just wait until I actually know if I even want to clean the pool before I start randomly pulling levers? I mean, I'm all for random acts of science, but we should probably look into... actual targeted acts of science before we do random acts of science. Now, we're supposed to be looking for a clue, right? And I've completely forgotten what that clue would be. Okay. Here we go. The Rizzo Employees Journal revealed the method to his madness. He's colour and number coordinated the chemicals to create various mixes. It should be possible to create a pool cleaner using the chemical mixer in the sun parlour. Right, red, yeah. So I can make it, but do I need to? Do I need to? Nobody... Okay. The Rizzo's Employee Journal had a note asking for an opportunistic freelancer to speak to them on the balcony. Where's the balcony, then? Is it up there? I think it's up there. Oh, let's just go. Let's go speak to this person and see what they want. They're probably going to say something along the lines of, please mix some horrific poison to poison the pool even more than it's already poisoned, and I will pay you a lot of money. Mwahaha, ha 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 ha. And they're bound to have a mustache, so they can twiddle it. Balcony. Could it be up here somewhere? Could this be our mysterious balcony waiter? I suspect it is. Still searching for clues.
It's all in the wrist.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I wonder how many energy cells we now have. Hello.
I saw you meander on out of the pool and into the greenhouse. Now you're here. Does that mean what I think it means?
Oh, I read your notes. Suffice to say, I'm interested. What do you think it means? I don't know. Yes, what do you think it means? Or what do you think I think it means?
Might mean that you can be trusted. Might not. Guess we'll see.
Why go after a hotel pool? It's not... Wait, what? Wait. Do you want me... I'm sorry, what? Okay, why are you attacking a hotel pool? And why am I calling it not a high-profile target? Okay, very confused. Very, very confused. Why go after a hotel pool?
Maybe not. Maybe I just want Rizzo's working relationship with Slug to implode for the benefit of Spacer's choice.
Okay, so you're trying...
But you're right. It ain't high profile. And it ain't gotta be. Any damage to Rizzo's is cause for celebration. You ain't gotta concern yourself with my spite. Consider me an average Byzantine, and I'll consider you an average contractor.
But I'm here to investigate a murder. I'm not here to do sabotage on behalf of... okay, I am extremely weirded out this, but no thank you. No, I'm not interested in your intercorporate politics.
Shame. Well, I hope you'll soon see Rizzo's for what they are, and help me bring them low.
Okay, well now you've put it that way, maybe I...
Some people say Terror on Monarch is just board propaganda designed to poison our consciousness. Those people are wrong. Terror on Monarch is the highest quality entertainment this colony's ever made.
Right. Maybe the pool did the murder. All right, but right. So I can actually mix some chemical. Oh, aha. So I probably have a choice. I can fix this place for Rizzo's, or I can find what it is that Rizzo has done that is absolutely horrible and will make me hate them, and then agree to the man's dastardly plan and probably pour more poop into the pool.